Officer shoots sergeant is the headline.
Yeah, I believe Beretta did that shit, yo.
Mhm.
I believe him, nigga. Hey, it was the motherfucking it was the hand grab, then the motherfucking push off, and then the sergeant's nonchalant fucking recollection of the motherfucking incident. Yeah, Justin kind of beamed me after an argument.
Right.
He was
Okay.
kind of
So
very nonchalant about it. Justin kind of plugged me a few times after a verbal altercation.
You mean he shot you, nigga?
okay. So there were two James City County police officer Michael Rusk screamed at a 911 operator shortly after allegedly. I don't even know why they got to report allegedly, and you'll know why in a second. And seriously hurting Sergeant Christopher Gibson outside of a Williamsburg bar in January. Rusk is facing charges in connection to the January shooting, which investigators, I ain't gonna read the rest of that. You got the video up, right? Yeah. But
See, drunk crackers with guns.
hey, look, cops, one Michael Rusk. I thought you just had the video up. Must have froze. All right, here we go. Watch it. Rewind that. Rewind that. That's too far in. You got to lead into that. You can't just jump into the right with the. You can't just jump right into it. You got to hear it on the lead in.
You got to build up.
You got to see how that build up. You can't just come into this code like
advances by his sergeant.
No, keep going back. They setting it up. I'll let them set it up, but yeah.
We're learning about the moments just before a James City County police officer shot his sergeant outside a Williamsburg bar.
Michael Rusk is facing charges in connection to that January shooting, which seriously hurt Sergeant Christopher. Investigators initially said the two officers got into a fight after a night of drinking. But as 10 size Julie Millay learned, the shooting might have been about much more than a bar fight.
Yeah,
Julie?
Tom and Amy, investigators simply said the two officers involved in the shooting were known to each other. Now we're learning what that might really mean. The alleged shooter, Michael Rusk, says he pulled the trigger in self-defense because of unwanted advances by his sergeant. We're about to hear exclusive surveillance video and the 911 call from the shooting, which we played for Michael Rusk's family for the first time. Would you like to hear it?
I'd love to hear it.
For the first time, Jason Rusk is hearing the 911 call his son made.
Pause it, please pause it. Because what you're about to witness is the moments that this man hears his son for the first time calling 911 after he went through the traumatic situation of shooting an individual. Now, this is this man's grown son. He's listening to his adult boy.
And this is the shooter, right?
He's the guy that shot the guy.
Okay.
Not the guy that got shot.
All right, rock out.
This is the father listening to that video for the first time ever. Go ahead and play it.
Of January 25th.
I got Sergeant Gibson. Do what? I shot Sergeant Gibson. I pulled a gun on him. He's advancing on me. Is he breathing? He's just fell out.
James City County police officer Michael Rusk called 911 after he allegedly shot his superior officer, Sergeant Christopher Gibson, outside a Williamsburg bar, where the two had drinking and showed the dogs before this happened.
I was right arm. Okay, I need you to take a deep breath for me, okay? Is he breathing? Is he breathing? I'm trying to save his life.
The 911 call goes on for just over 5 minutes. That's when responding officers show up to find Gibson had been shot 3 times, seriously hurt in his stomach and shoulder. Court documents show Gibson told officers Rusk shot him after a verbal argument. But Rusk, his dad, and his lawyers say it was much more than that. Jay, as his son told him about from his superior officer to the shooting,
Hey,
and that he had
pause it because
reported it to others on
we
the
missing some
force.
pertinent
There was a
shit.
year's worth of.
Let it buffer for a second. It is buffered. Shit, this is just stuttering. All right, we wound at about 10 seconds and then go ahead and play it.
Quit your lie, heifer. Watch yourself. But yeah, I believe Shorty. He tried
Right there, good.
great man. I
Told
believe
him
him.
about
I just believe him. It
unwanted
just felt like
attention
it.
he got from his superior officer leading up to the shooting, and that he had reported it to others on the force.
There was a year's worth of grooming that had taken place.
Rusk says his son is the victim of unwanted sexual advances and had been for a long time.
Extremely inappropriate touching, stalking, the grooming. The previous to the incident, assaults.
We reached out to Gibson several times to ask him about these allegations. He declined to speak with us. We also requested from JCCPD a record of any complaints filed against Gibson during his time there. We were denied. The video shows the officers at the bar prior to the shooting. You can see them sitting across from each other at the start. Then you'll see Gibson move in.
Hold on. Bro, that nigga is angry on so many fucking levels. First off, he feels like he's mad that his son is a cop. He feel like he mad his son is gay. He feel like he mad that his son is the girl in the gay relationship. Gee, he feel like you can tell in his tone that he feel like he's sticking up for his bastard daughter. Man, he talking about, well, first off, he was grooming for a year.
It didn't just happen all of a sudden. There's a lot of pressure that was involved with this.
My nigga, this feel like he's sticking it to the man right now the best way he can. Like, he feel like the only thing he gonna get out of this situation is to persecute this fucking county. Like, I feel like he winning right here. Like, he really don't even want to be taking this interview. But first off, he groomed him for a year.
Hey, you know, there's a reason why they didn't show him any longer listening to the 911 call. They started taping him watching, and they're like, this will be good. And it was like, oh shit, nah, we cannot use this.
Fail. He's pissed on so many levels. He's pissed on so many levels. He feel like his son let him down when he joined the academy. That was the first thing.
Hey, look, no. It was nothing compared to this motherfucker hearing his son go on the phone. You know the motherfucker on the phone?
He used all the F words.
What nigga, he's pissed at everything in this situation. He's like, all right, if you gonna have to be gay, why you got to be the girl? Nigga, this nigga is pissed on so many levels. It's like every time he come to a realization about the level, his son had a new twist on it. Like, he joined the academy. He's like, oh, you fucking suck ass, snitch ass nigga. We've been running rum. Your grandfather been running rum since running rum. We've been running goddamn Mountain Hooch for 200 years, and now you gonna join the academy. Then he hear about that nigga being a flunky. He like, oh, you gonna be a fucking flunky in the academy? Then he heard about that nigga gay. Oh, now you a gay cop? Then that motherfucker heard he was the girl. Oh, you the girl?
Hey, after all of that, he then learns
he got raped.
No. Didn't get raped. You a cock tease too?
Hey, you a cock tease? Oh, come on, bro.
Hey, look. I don't know if y'all peeped it, but the sergeant got up walked around the table. The bill came. He looked at that bill. And he said, "Hey, look, fam. I'm telling you right now. You done had 4 Boilermakers, and I'm gonna let you know right now. Matter of fact, I'm sitting next to you. Tonight is gonna be the night, motherfucker." He got up with the intention of tonight is it's happening tonight. You see this bill?
Right, you ordering from
this is $156.72.
And his bill code was steak and dick.
Hey, look, I'm getting some tonight, fam. I'm telling you that right now. I'm getting some tonight. I don't know what you got going on. I'm getting some tonight.
Fam, the sergeant feel like he made that call that everybody that had to make when they bitch get out of hand, but you love her, so you can't tell what she did. You just gotta be the bad guy. Yeah. Motherfucker shot me after verbal altercation.
Bitch just shot me. She was tripping, dog.
Fam, he didn't even say he was tripping. That's what I'm saying. He like a motherfucker who don't even want to roll on his wife. Like, she shot you, so you gotta say something. Yeah, man, we was getting into it. You know how.
So
hey, rewind it 5 seconds, and then watch this get up out this seat, and watch what happens right after.
Watch that chest push. That chest push let me know for real it was.
Oh, that's coming up. That's coming up after this.
We were denied. The video shows officers at the bar prior to the shooting. You can see them sitting across from each at the start. Then you'll see Gibbs next to Rusk.
Why I gotta be choppy
Gibson
now?
reaches for Rusk's hand under the table.
Go back.
Seems to be met with hesitation from the younger officer. Just an hour. Them sitting. We were denied. The video shows the officers at the bar prior to the shooting. You can see them sitting across from each other at the start. Then you'll see Gibson move in to sit next to Rusk. Gibson reaches for Rusk's hand under the table, which seems to be met with hesitation from the younger officer. Then, just about an hour before the shooting, the two are seen leaving together. After Gibson puts his hand on Rusk's shoulder, you see Rusk forcefully push him off and put a finger in his face before walking away. We don't know what happened next, but after the shooting, Rusk makes this claim to the 911.
I told him this zombie kept going. I thought he was gonna rape me. Help me. So we know what happens next. He shot that motherfucker.
Rusk's lawyer says the call make a clear case for self-defense.
I think it'll show that certain steps weren't taken that needed to be taken.
The attorney says those steps, like looking into Rusk's claims of unwanted sexual advances, could have prevented what Rusk's dad calls a tragedy, which will affect his son for the rest of his life.
He told people from the get-go that he was sexually assaulted. He said no, and he kept on. He said no, and he kept on. If I had a daughter in the same position, we wouldn't even be here. We wouldn't have an innocent person fighting for their freedom.
Williamsburg officers are investigating the shooting. They had no comment on this story. James City County Police also declined to comment. Calls to the prosecutor trying the case were unreturned. You can hear the complete 911 call on Wavy.com. I'm Julie Millay, 10 on your side.
They got comments. They got comments. They got hella comments in the locker room, at the desk, in the patrol car.
Oh yeah, nigga, the walkie-talkies is on fire this time around, Seal.
Oh my God, the group chat is lit right now.
Man,
that shit go. Hey, nigga, did you hear what happened last night with Sarge?
Fam, Tennessee tripping. Tennessee police is motherfucking tripping. Tennessee police got trains, rapes. Like, what the fuck is people doing in the Tennessee penal system? Pause.
I don't know. Tennessee was where the Tennessee team player was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tennessee team. Yeah. The real Tennessee Titans.
Fam, the last 10 major stories that we've done about police,
sexual misconduct.
6 of them have been from Tennessee. To the murder, I can't remember fam name. The mama call out George Floyd, 505 black cops, the 505 against the white girl cop. All of that has been from Tennessee. These last 6 out of 10 cases have been from Tennessee. Now this shit.
Tennessee police been policing.
Damn, they are on a roll.
Well, they said that shit been bad in Tennessee for a little bit now. Car break-ins are rampant. That's part of what Justin. That's part of what Justin and them was fighting for.
Fam, because all of the cops down there having relationship problems. That's why.
Tennessee police just
They
running
ain't-
around
they
that
ain't- they
motherfucker
ain't
like
speak-
Mike
they
against
ain't speak-
Portland.
All relationship problems. They killed Fam because he purportedly worked with that nigga wife down to FedEx. They was running a train on this chick. This nigga has a gay rape, allegedly. They relationships are all fucking in Tennessee. Like it's all happening because of relationship issues. All of these police stories have allegedly become lovers' quarrel. All of them.
They have. Hey, dude, Pops raised an interesting question to me though when he said the shit about this is my daughter. We wouldn't even be having these issues right now.
Hey, that's how I knew. That's how I knew he was fed up. Because a grieving person wouldn't even thought about that. They would have been still worried about their
his son.
son.
Ain't dead. His son is in jail. Shit.
I mean, I ain't not a grieving. That's a distraught person wouldn't have even thought of that logically. That would have been an outsider's perspective. He would have been, if he was as enthralled as taking interviews and shit. I told you what's going on. He just trying to stick it to a motherfucker at this point. Yeah, if he's a bitch like he's acting, we wouldn't be here right now. If he was the actual bitch that I birthed, he's the actual bitch that he act like around the house. Goddammit, we wouldn't even be having this problem right now. And he don't even seem fast enough in the head to have that as a logical quip. It feels like a real thought. It's this bitch ass nigga. If he was a real bitch,
he had like he supposed to have.
If he was a bitch, and not how he acted like a bitch.
Hey, I sat there. I looked at it. I don't know what to tell you about it. If it was a girl, though, it would definitely be different. But it begs the question, though: can a man sexually harass a man?
Hell yeah, nigga.
What if they're now?
Ask Terry Crews.
Now it's about power, right?
It's
How
more
much?
It's more about offense than.
It's not about power. I thought it was about power.
It's about offense. No, the power is what makes it a crime.
I thought it was about the power discrepancy.
That's what makes it a crime. That's why they had to make it a crime.
Okay,
as opposed to just offensive.
All right, cool. We're talking about a sergeant.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a sexual harassment charge.
No,
however,
sergeant
allegedly, no.
No. Let me get my question out, fam. Let me get it out. Is sergeant to officer private? I don't know what they call regular officers in the force. That's not sergeants. Police officer. Sergeant to police officer. Is the distance between those positions that great?
Any
great
distance,
great enough to put up with a year's worth of abuse. I mean, if you was a lieutenant, if you was a captain, maybe I could see you putting up with a year's worth. He could tank your career. He could fuck it up for you all kinds of different ways, probably. Yeah. A sergeant, my G? For a year, you ain't figured out how to get out from under a sergeant?
Hey, it's not a year of sexual harassment. It was probably 4 months of sexual harassment. 8 months of flirting.
It was 8 months of a completely amicable relationship.
Right.
Look,
it was 8 months of flirting.
That's that cocktail shit. It was all well and good. I'll take you to O'Leary's to get a couple pints and shit like that. Yeah, you was fine with that. But when it came time to come to the crib, now you want to get sleepy all of a sudden.
Hey, in every 80s movie, it was 3 people you had to fear, nigga. The cap, lieutenant, and Sarge, motherfucker. It was 3 motherfuckers you had to fear, nigga. So, yeah, Sarge is one of them. Sarge, the cap, and lieutenant. It was the 3 motherfuckers you had to fear in 80s movies.
It was only in the cop movies, it was only sergeant for bad cop movie. Kindergarten Cop had a problem with a sergeant. You would never be a kindergarten. He would never be in that position. The movie was wrought with inaccuracies from the beginning.
No, nigga, that motherfucker that in Beverly Hills Cop who was an actual Detroit sergeant. Eddie Murphy's sergeant. That was the sergeant,
captain.
Nigga. Was he the captain?
He was the captain, the black guy. Hawkins?
Yeah. Hawkins, yeah. I thought he was a sergeant.
No, he was captain. And those motherfuckers was detectives.
Sarge.
And then old boy was a detective sergeant. That's how close to one of the white boys was a sergeant.
Yeah, hey.
I believe I could be wrong, but
No.
Like I said, was a sergeant. One of them wasn't.
Hey fam, New Jack City was about 2 keys of cocaine. So
Gee, the nigga had a briefcase in the entire organization to get a key.
So we may have been sent off about the hierarchy of police our whole life through film. So that sergeant shit may be exactly how you saying it right now, just a moot point in real life. But we were taught that Sarge was a motherfucker. The Sarge is coming. Sarge is coming down.
I guess. I don't know. But hey, look, Sarge ain't fucking with me for a year. Police Academy Sergeant didn't fuck with them for a year. Commandant didn't get off for a year, fam. I'm gonna figure this shit out. I laugh, but it is fucked up. I mean, because you have nowhere to go. He can't. Hey, yo, Bob. So he be grabbing your ass. Yeah, I hate when he be grabbing your ass. Right? That's fucked up, right?
He be grabbing your ass too. Well, he don't be grabbing my ass.
He don't be grabbing your ass. But I don't know how you bring it up. I don't know how you. But then when you realize like he don't do that with nobody else.
So he don't be grabbing nobody else's ass.
Did it take 8 months before he realized? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
He don't do this with nobody.
Hey, so after
how y'all get him to stop grabbing y'all ass? Grabbing our ass.
Get him to stop. He ain't never grab my.
The day he would have started was the day he learned how to stop. How do I get him to stop grabbing our ass? He ain't grabbing our ass.
8 months in, he been grabbing. And now, hey, look, and that's why the father fucked up. He like, nigga, he been grabbing 8 months.
Hey,
now you got.
Hey, they still moving in the child line and shit. Hey, how y'all get him to stop grabbing y'all ass? Grabbing our ass. Grabbing our ass.
No.
You mean your ass grab?
You mean Sarge never come up and like smell the back of your neck? No.
Hey, motherfuckers start sending them off. Hey, we all have our different methods. Go ask Jefferson. Jefferson knows how to do it.
They're standing there going through child, nigga. The nigga go, hey, bro, how y'all get started? Start grabbing y'all, grabbing our ass.
Hey, look, you just, you'll bring it in right away. You'll bring it in all the way. You just be like, hey, look, so anybody else going to Sarge's house tonight? No, he didn't invite nobody else. He said he had a fun evening planned out.
Sergeant Lewis?
No, just me.
You mean gay ass Sarge? No.
Hey, you mean Hansy McHanderson? I almost had to beat that nigga ass my first weekend. Grab my ass, the motherfucking squad guy had to put the paws on his ass. Oh, thank God it ain't just me. He be grabbing my ass too. I didn't know how to get him to stop. Put your fucking hands on him. That's how you get him to stop. He touched me one time. Bip, bip, bip. We didn't even go to the oversight board, nigga. I ain't say nothing.
But we both knew.
That's how you get old Hansy McHandersons to stop, nigga. Hands.
Right. Hands only respect hands.
Right. Steel sharp as steel, nigga. Tighten that nigga right on. Pow. Tighten his ass right on up.